Rasmus Jorgensen, MXGP of Sardinia. Positive weekend for the team. I'll start off with Kai, obviously sweeping the motos today. Liam struggled a little bit with a sick overall, but overall just take me through the day and yeah.
No, like you say, it was really strong performance from Kai all day. Especially that last push in the second motor was really impressive, and it's always special to go 1-1, you know. And he really showed up today and did what he had to do, which was nice. He didn't even have to pass for that overall, and I think that showed a lot. So good confidence booster for him, and you know, it was nice to see. And with Liam, he's been struggling a little bit with a small sickness, which is not an excuse, but he fought his heart out today, and he did everything he could. So we are going back to the drawing board, and tomorrow morning it's going to be Monday, regardless, and we're looking ahead for Trentino next weekend.
Take me through the team dynamic. Obviously, Liam and Kai have been probably the standouts in the MX2 category so far. You've lost one red plate and one bike, but it's handed over to another. So, what's the sort of chemistry between them? Do they get on quite well? Is it something that they feed off? I was seeing on start practice they were talking about it looked like technique. So, does that help when they get on and there's no real competitive or business?
Yeah, look, in such early stages of the championship, we try to be very firm on the fact that you know, we can gain a lot from. We don't need to be best friends, but use each other to try and get the best possible performance individually for them, obviously, but also for the team. And so far it's worked out great. You know, there's a good chemistry in the team all around, mechanics, riders, everywhere around, and it might not stay like that. You never know. It's an individual sport in the end of the day, and it's our job as a team to try and manage that. I do think that both riders know that they get all the support from the team, which is important, you know, and they will go head to head for sure. And we expect them to play it clean, you know, and have respect on track for each other. And that's it, you know. Try to keep it simple, but so far it's going really good.
Last year, the Nestaan bikes were the standout in the category as well, and this year they're looking very good too. So, from what you can comment on, what's the sort of key ingredients to be making that tick over? It's clearly something within the team that are making the riders perform, and is it tying well, like I said, where there's competitiveness, but there's also that respect between them as well?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've obviously been on a great roll since beginning of last year, you know, and I hope that continues for as long as possible. This sport is tough, you know, and to be there to fight for the title, you got to show up every single weekend and try and be there. And that's already a tough task to stay healthy throughout 60 gate drops during the year, you know. And I think you know, our group is very unique. It's not the biggest team, but it's a strong group of people, and we're working well together, you know. And I think the riders has trust in what we're doing as a team, and that gets already a long way, you know. And in the end of the day, we can only do as much as we can, you know, support them. But once they're on that gate, it's pretty much in their hands, you know. We only can say a little bit on the pit board, but many times they don't even see it, you know. So it's obviously a lot about strategies and trying to prepare as well as possible for each scenario. And so far it's going really well, and I hope that, you know, we are going to continue down that road and minimize the bad days. That's really, really important.
And last thing for me, obviously Liam and Kai's riding style is different, like most riders. Is their bike setup a lot different? And where do you come and play to that? Do you find it hard, obviously, giving one advice to one rider, which accounts for them, and then a different rider needs sort of different nurturing and different advice?
Yeah, you obviously need to approach each rider in a different way. You know, it's different personalities, it's different riding styles, like you say, and you know, on the setup of the bike, it's the same thing. You know, you see the riders, the style, the weight they're putting on the bike at different places. You know, and it's important to try and personalize the bike, obviously, and try to have a really good base that you don't have to change too much going from here to Arco next weekend. You know, and I think we are in a good window, and obviously, as the season evolves, sometimes you gotta do some extra testing, and maybe they're getting faster or whatever, or they start feeling uncomfortable. But you gotta take it as it comes, you know, and grab it when it's happening.